So hi there, greetings from Penny and Mauritius. Wonderful to be back with you. And wow, it's the end of March. What happened to the first 3 months of the year? Amazing. And well done to those of you that quickly got your shopping done before the price increase. And yes, I'm hearing the comments, wow, is it really necessary? The price is going up again. But you know what? It is only once a year. At least it didn't go up again in September last year. And as you know, the rand dollar exchange and et cetera, et cetera. But let's tackle this head on. And today I'm going to come back to that. And what can we do in times like this to really explode our businesses with Amway? And it's all going to be about selling today. And I'm going to just discuss about 10 possible scenarios whereby we can really add massive value with the Amway business. So it's about the value that we offer. It's not about the price. So anyway, just very quickly, once again, don't forget the 11th of May. We're going to be out there Saturday, the 11th of May, and we can't wait to see you. Please make sure that you come back to me and let me know that you're available for the event so that we can make sure that we've got enough catering and enough gifts, etc. And remember, guests are welcome, but I do need to know the numbers. So make sure that you let me know in time. And then last week, we were talking about the foundational trio. And guess what? I mean, this is an amazing offer that Amway have right up until, I think it's the 5th of May. So this is really something that you can promote with your retail clients as well as with your entire team. And it's a really excellent 10% discount. And it's on the Omega 90, it's the XX and the protein powder. And it's 1580.10. 68.72 PV, so that's a nice chunk of PV as well. And that really means that someone has got their monthly supply of the foundational trio at a 10% discount. So that really helps with this price increase. Plus, if you are ordering any of the foundational trio, and that also does include if you're not taking advantage of this particular offer, but you are ordering the daily, for example, or the Omega 30, you can still be entered into this fabulous competition, and you can win a 26-inch, that means the size of the wheel, mountain bike. Wow, and I really, really love one of those. So this is also an additional offer that's going together with the foundational trio offer, and they are going to make that draw after the 5th of May. So definitely make sure that you encourage as many of your people as possible to take part in that. That's really good. I think there's 5 bikes that are going to be handed out. So that's really great. So anyway, today the book of the week is Brian Tracy, The Psychology of Selling, and I've already sent that WhatsApp link out. And we'll be looking if you've got any really great PDFs, etc., that we can get a hold of with regards to that. Please let me know. But otherwise, sure, it will be available at Bargain Books or Exclusive Books or at your local library as well. The Psychology of Selling by Brian Tracy, an absolute classic. And just absolutely critical that we have these skills. And these are skills that we can learn. There is so much really, really excellent material available right now online on YouTube about how to sell. And just Google selling tips, selling skills, and you'll get up to speed with a lot of that. And if you subscribe to Brian Tracy's YouTube channel, I think you're going to be extremely impressed with the quality of the material that he puts out. And really, it's up to date. I know that he's been around for many, many years, but he's got a real up-to-date 2019 stuff as well. So you really want to chew into what he has available. And I'll also just put some links available onto our Facebook page as well, just so that those of you that for WhatsApp, maybe your data is a little bit limited, you can have access to that. So as always, we always say focus on the basics, focus on the basics. Make sure that you're up to speed on the Switch Share Duplicate app and that you know how to explain this business in just a couple of minutes. People nowadays are so super busy. They're so super swamped with so many bites of information coming at them from all different angles. If you cannot get the message across in 2 minutes, I think you're going to struggle. So you really need to kind of write it out. What are you saying? Why are you saying it? So that when you have a couple of minutes with someone and you want to put your message across, and you're still new to the Amway business and you're still new to maybe explaining it, this will be a great exercise for you. Those of you that have been in Amway for many years, I think it just flows so fluently out of your mouth. But it does also help just to write it down a little bit and just be clear, what are you actually wanting to say to people. And thank you very much, those of you that have been participating in the 25 points per week. We've been noticing it, that you guys are getting your orders in on the Saturday or otherwise on the Monday, so that you definitely got your stock in time. Those of you that are focusing on sales, that really is helping a lot. And sharing, and building up your client base. And we're going to come back to that specifically this week. That's something I really want us to focus on. And sharing, adding new members to your team, so important. The registration price for the registration pack is still 74 Rand a registration pack. And duplicating that through your team, helping those members of your team do the same. So as I always say, your earning potential with Amway is limitless. But it's up to you to do the work. I know, WORK, there is work to be done here, but really the rewards are so worth it. And it's proving to be a very resilient business. So even though there are challenging times in South Africa at the moment, and there always will be something, there's going to be some major crisis always that's going to affect our circumstances, or it's going to affect our business. But if we just keep on maintaining the diligent habits that are necessary every single day, this can be such a lucrative additional income stream for you. And it's definitely going to solve a lot of your financial problems. So today I said, let's focus on, okay, the prices have been increased. Some of the prices are going to be a little bit expensive for some people. Sonia was on the WhatsApp with me this morning, saying, this can be a real challenge now with her retail clients. And I sympathize and I agree. But let's have a look at where can we genuinely add value. And I think one of the important things is that we need to know, who are we selling to? Now, some of us are selling to different types of people. For example, I know that we have some of our doctors or qualified medical practitioners who are focusing on health and how to add value to their clients, to their patients, by using the Neutralite products, etc. So they have a specific category, if you like, and it could be all ages, although probably they're more successful with the more mature people. Certainly over the age of 40, I would imagine, would be fantastic clients. So what are the age groups? What is the gender that you are really wanting to focus on? If you're selling makeup and skincare, probably the majority, I'll say probably, probably the majority of your clients are going to be female. So you really want to consider that. And also, what kind of income level are you wanting to target specifically? I know that we will always cater for everybody, but maybe there's one particular income category that you really would like to focus on. So I'm just going to use an example. Just an example. I'm just thinking of like middle-aged women, married with children, so with a family, and also working. I mean, my respect goes out to women in any event that are married and have a family. But to be working as well, I mean, really, they deserve a medal, I think. Now, I don't have children myself, but I know that it's a lot of work. And I see from my friends just how much work it is. And when we have additional guests over here, and especially over Christmas, then I really see how much extra work there is. So well done, all of you women. And there's one thing that I do know is that you have no time. So you are super busy. And yes, even if you're incredibly well organized and you're superwoman, you seriously do not have time. And let's just say that our example today is earning about 10,000 rands a month, more or less. So, and she has reasonable access to transport and to online technology. So I think these are important questions and important definitions, if you like, of your customer. So what are the problems and what value can we offer with the Amway business for a woman like this? Well, firstly, she's very, very busy and she's got no time, like we said. So what can we do? We can offer a repeat monthly shopping scenario whereby we can sit with her, we can work out which of the products make sense to her budget, And we can work out a shopping program for her for the year. So she does it once, and then that's it. And then you just agree with each other which would be the best day of the month for her to actually pay for this order and to have it delivered. And if she's not a member and she's doing it as a retail client, then it would be fantastic value if you are able to go and obviously collect the products for her and drop them off either at her place of work, if that's more convenient for her, or otherwise at her home. So this is a huge value offer that you can offer. So offering, and also offer to do some demos for her and show her how the products actually work. Because sometimes I think it's very frustrating for people that they do understand that these products are concentrated, but they don't know exactly how much to put in the squeeze bottle for the dish drops, for example, or how much to put in the pistol spray container for the liquid organic cleaner, for example, and how much water to put in, etc., so that they could really make those products last well. I remember just bringing out dish drops here in Mauritius, and I think within 1 week, my maid had used everything because she really didn't know how to use these products. And it's not her fault. That was actually my fault because I didn't take the time to explain. So this is very, very important and a lot of additional value. Remember, also is that, our understanding of the Amway products, your client, they don't have the time to really get into the depth of the products. But you have that knowledge. You've taken some time to learn the features and benefits for those products. Now, you can paraphrase it, if you like, in sort of like simple, short statements so that she can understand exactly what she needs. So we talked about that. She is, one of the biggest problems possibly is she's concerned to provide a safe home for herself and for her family, and especially if she's got little children. She doesn't want them to have access to cleaning products which are potentially lethal or chemically based. And this is wonderful about the Amway products, is that they're very, very safe. And even if a child swallowed some of the liquid organic cleaner, for example, they might bubble a bit inside, but they're really going to be absolutely fine. So, and I think they really smell great. We had to change some products now because we've just run out of Amway products, and I can't wait to stock up again in May. And you can actually smell the chemical content of these other products, and I really think that we're spoiled with how wonderful our Amway products are, and they're so gentle, and they smell so great, and they do a fantastic job. Well, that brings us on to the third point, is she needs to save time cleaning. She doesn't want to be scrubbing, trying to get something clean. It must be 1, 2, 3, and it's done. She, put the stuff into a bucket to soak, and those stains are just going to disappear magically from the soccer kits, etc. So this is very, very important, and definitely Amway products are going to deliver on that. So that's our responsibility then to show her, if you know that her children are playing lots of sport, and or maybe she likes to entertain and she's got tablecloths and they get stained easily or quickly with red wine stains or food stains, and we can show her how to use these products effectively. Fourth point, she may be concerned about the health of her family. I'm sure she's concerned about the health of her family, of course, and this would be a massive priority. So we want to promote the Nutrilite Daily multivitamin and the omega-3, and I've gone into that in previous talks, but I think it's really critical that every single person, every single child is taking decent nutrition. We cannot live on air and water alone, and let me not even start on the subject of water and clean water. Of course, there is spring, but at least making sure that with the nutrition that you're adding the nutritional supplements from Nutrilite, very, very important and very valuable for her to know that her family is healthy. And also, besides the nutritional foundational trio, the Glister toothpaste for the health of your teeth and your gums. A lot of people, especially eating a lot of meat, the gums start bleeding, and this could be the first signs of gum disease. So having a good quality toothpaste like Glister is really a huge advantage. So Glister toothpaste and G&H soap, we've had so much success with the G&H soap. It's so gentle, super gentle, glycerine and honey, and especially for rashes, skin rashes, This can help enormously for people suffering from eczema. This can help enormously. I personally make use of the G&H soap for my whole body, and sometimes even for my face if I've run out of cleanser. And we can also use the liquid organic cleaner, by the way. Just put a drop or two of that into your washing basin, and you can use that as well. Fantastic for skin rashes, etc. And even for acne or pimples as well. And Darjeeling tea, a fantastic health product, and show them how to use the Darjeeling tea bag correctly, so that there's one bag in the morning and one bag for the evening. So if you just split that bag apart, then you'll actually see it's in two parts. She's going to need extra energy, definitely. That goes without saying. So everybody is always looking for more energy, and we do have some fantastic energy products, of course, the entire Excess range, but that can be a bit pricey. So you need to just work out with her what she can afford, and maybe with the Excess drinks might be a good way to go, because she can also retail, and I'll pick back up on that, where she can make a little bit of extra money as well. The Rhodiola Excess product would also be an excellent energy product. So number 6, she's on a very tight budget. I think everybody is feeling this at the moment. So what can we do to help with regards to tight budgets? So I think one of the first things is planning. How much money is she currently spending on her cleaning products and health products? And where can we show her what products Amway can offer that offer better value, better quality, and can come in at a better price? And work that out per month so that we know, okay, this month she's getting this, next month she's getting that. Bearing in mind that some products last for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Some products only last for 1 month. And actually work out the entire year. And there's a form that you can use that normally comes together with your registration pack. And if you don't have it, you can just ask at the Amway shop, or go onto the website and you'll be able to download it under resources, or just WhatsApp me and I'll send it to you. But it's called, what is it called? it's a repeat order form. And that just helps you actually break down all the different products that you're needing to use on a monthly basis and what those monthly costs are. And then you can work out with her exactly after 3 months, possibly as a retail client, she may wish to become a member. Now, in this case, she's going to pay the 74 Rand for the registration pack plus her normal order, as long as that's more than 20 points. And she'll be able to be registered on the Amway computer system. And which means that any time that she orders the Amway products using her Amway number, not your Amway number, she's going to earn those points, and she's going to be charged the wholesale rate. So she's immediately going to make at least a 30% saving right there. Then when you are a new member, you get 2 opportunities, I think within the first 30 days, to do orders that are in excess of 30 points. And if you do that, you get an additional 10% discount. So don't forget that one, because that's very, very helpful, especially when you've got a new member. They want to start stocking up on the Amway products, and this really encourages them to get rid of maybe other products that are not solving their needs and swapping to the Amway products. So number 7, she would be interested in making some extra cash. Who wouldn't? Okay, and here you can just show her by retailing the Amway products. Now, if she's a member, this is going to make sense that she can now retail the Amway products as well. So remember we spoke about the excess drinks, for example. Now, the excess drinks, if you're just consuming those on a daily basis, that might work out a bit costly. But if you are selling them, that means that you can make some of that money back, so that at the end of the day, your excess drinks are free and you're charging a little bit of a retail margin to others that are making use of this excellent power drink. Much, much healthier option than some of these others that are around, that goodness only knows what's inside them, etc. So just making that extra bit of cash every day. I mean, it's an immediate cash injection. It's putting extra money on her table. So for those little emergencies, like, one of her children needed extra money for a school project, or extra transport money, or extra money for data for the cell phone, or, there's always something, as we know. So this is so important that she can actually make that extra money. And then number 8, she can't easily afford time or money, and this is a very important one, to travel into town to shop herself. And especially she would possibly not want to be traveling after dark, especially if she's a single woman and she's traveling on her own. So I think it's necessary to explain the delivery options that Amway offers. And this is primarily the Amway business model, is that it's built around delivery. And this is hugely convenient. And if she would like to organize delivery to her home, there is a fee. I think it's about 85 Rand. I was actually asking Zareen today if it had gone off slightly with the price increase, but I haven't had a feedback on that yet. But it's about 85 Rand, and she can have delivery arranged to her home. And all she needs to do is that when she's making the order, if she's phoning into the contact center, she will just tell them, please, I would like delivery arranged to my home. It's 4 o'clock, I need to finish up. If she's actually shopping via yourself, for example, or via online, she can also just make that indication that she would need the delivery to be arranged for her home address. Now, for some people, because they're working, it's not convenient for them to have delivery to their house address because there might not be anybody there when the courier arrives. So the Pep Store delivery system, I think, is fantastic. It's totally a game changer, and it's just making delivery of the Amway products really, really super smooth nationwide. So you can have someone, it doesn't matter where, even within the city of Cape Town, maybe close enough to go to the Amway shop, but it's just not convenient time-wise or petrol-wise to go into town. And they can also make use of the Pep Store delivery. We have many of our customers and members in Cape Town that are making use of the Pep Store delivery because it's so much more convenient. Here, though, it's very important, don't do this online, www.amway.co.za. You need to do this by phoning into the contact center. That's very important, because they have access to the Pep Store delivery system, and they're going to advise you over the phone. So you're going to say to them, the nearest Pep Store to me is XYZ. They're going to say, okay, fine, we can deliver to this one. Let's say that you're in Hout Bay, for example, they can deliver to this one. And then you're going to be charged the 50 Rand for delivery for Pep Store, which I think is very, very reasonable. And within a day or two, you're going to receive an SMS, what they call a Paxi code, okay? And it will notify you that your order has arrived. You then, when it's convenient to you, let's just say you can't go during the week, you just don't have any time, but on Saturday morning, you can actually get to the Pep Store. You go there and you take your ID book, very important, and your Paxi code, which is on your phone, and they will then give you your order. So it's quite a simple process, but it really works. And I think a lot of people are finding it such a relief and very, very convenient. We've had great report backs from all over the country. And our friends, Sharice and William in Robertson and Montague, they've tried it and they said it works so much better than other options that they've tried in the past. So I think that's really a huge, huge value offer that we can offer. And let's just say, to finish off with number 10, she would love an additional monthly income that's going to be paid into her bank account on the 15th of each month. And remember, you know, we've discussed this previously. This could be as little as a couple of 100 Rand, but it could be 1,000 Rand, 2,000 Rand, 10,000 Rand, 20,000 Rand, depending on how hard she is prepared to work to add to her network and add other people to her network, and essentially doing what you are doing. Doing exactly the same as what you are doing. So you can use the SwitchShare duplicate app, or you could use the ZAC DVD to explain to her in a little bit more detail how the bigger Amway money works, so that she can start putting that together on a regular basis. And you just need to be in touch with her and coach her in that regard. And never mind the money, there is, of course, at the higher levels, 21%. You also get additional bonuses. You actually get the bonuses start kicking in from 12% now. So, I mean, it's really, really amazing the way that Amway is bringing these bonuses forward so that it's more interesting even from the smaller levels as you're building your Amway team. And you also get free international holidays, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I hope I just shared it with a few ideas of how we can add massive value to our customer. And I think that's what it's all about. Sell the benefits, the results. It's not about the price. Yes, I understand the price is important. It has to be affordable. But package it in a way that they can see, wow, this really makes sense. It's going to save me time. It's convenient the way that you are prepared to structure it for me, and help them with that process so that it's a seamless process for them, and it's convenient. Very, very important. So I'm going to end off with a money penny tip, and this one is from Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Lady. And she says, pennies do not come from heaven. They have to be earned here on earth. So once again, I just want to stress that your work ethic is very, very important. So setting your goal, let's just say for the month of April now, you're going to be setting up some new goals. Think about what you want to achieve, and get into that regular flow, that regular weekly flow, but be specific. Depending on what level you're at right now, and if you're not sure what's that mean, we can discuss it, but set a specific goal for the month of April. So if you're 9% now, look to finish 12%. If you're 12% now, look to finish 15%. If you're 3% now, look to finish 6%. Be specific, and then we can break it down, and I can show you exactly what you're going to need to do. If you're 0 now, you can definitely be 3% by the end of April. This is without a shadow of a doubt. You just need to work on your sales so that you can be 100 points. Add in 4 new members at least to your team, if not more. They're all doing 25 points each. There you are, 200 points. Boom, 3%, you are done. So set a goal for April. Let us know what your goals are. Ken and I, really from our hearts, we really want you to achieve those goals with your Amway business. We really want you to earn the money that's available from Amway. They want to pay you this money, but you need to do the work and build your business. And we're really looking forward to seeing you in May. And please don't forget to check out our Ken Penny Crown Group Facebook page for updates and video shares. And please go on to our YouTube channel and subscribe, and leave your comments from these updates. Really, really appreciate it. Love you lots. Bisous, bisous, which is kiss, kiss in French. And have an awesome week ahead. And that's all from me.